Hello everyone, Lucas Weber here from Ag Business and Crop. And today behind me we have the XAG P100 Pro. We're going to do a little bit of an unboxing video. So first we're going to get right into the unit. It's going to come out of the box looking like this, pre-assembled, no assembly required. Looking at a few key features, we're going to start with the blades and the rotors. These blades are really nice and durable. You have 8 of them and you have 4 rotors. So this is the minimum amount that you need for a quadcopter system, which in return means, you guessed it, a cheaper cost for repair down the road. Next below, we're going to look at the spray system. We have our nozzles here. They're drip down nozzles, so it's going to, out of the tube, just drip right down onto the disc and spray it out nice and evenly. At the back of the unit, we have our peristaltic pumps. So these are kind of like a squeeze pump, if you will. So if you have any clumps or any small debris in the tank, no big deal. It's going to squeeze it right through typically, and you're not going to have any clogging, bung ups, or any frustration like that throughout your operation. Next, looking at our tank, we have our little sensor at the very top. So this is going to give you a live feed of your product, which you have in the tank, to not have any clumps or anything like that may bung up a mechanical system. It's a nice sensor that's going to shoot down a signal and give you a live, accurate feedback of however much liquid is in this tank. So this is a 50-liter tank that we have in the XAG right now, but we're going to move over to the spreader tank, which is a little bit bigger of a tank. Moving over to the spreading system, it's going to be our auger system. So that's going to have an auger in the inside, which is going to keep a nice consistent flow for even product, pushing it out slowly. At the very back of the unit, we have our 2 essentially fan systems, which are going to fan out the spread evenly, and it's not going to just spin it out. It's going to keep that consistent spread out because you're pushing it to the sides. Same at the very top, we kind of have a similar, well, the same sensor at the very top to see that live view of how much product you have left in the tank. So coming over here, looking at the batteries, they're going to be submerged in water. So they're going to be submerged about yay high. And the crucial thing about this is that it's going to be so nice in those nice hot summer days, because it's the best way to keep the batteries cool and a nice temperature for charging. So the reason for this is, 1, you're not going to burn out your batteries as quick, and 2, it's going to keep those batteries at a really low temperature, which in change will keep the charging time at that low time as well. Because if the hotter the batteries are, the longer the charging period will increase by just a little bit. Down below, we have our charging system. So this is a single charger for a single battery. There's a different variation which you can get, which is 1 charging block for both batteries. For operations, you do need 2. You can run it with 1 with a half full tank. So in the spray tank, you're going to have 20 liters. Yes, it's not 25, but you want to stay under that mark to make sure that it operates. The nice thing with the 2 batteries is that for the connection points, you're not going to heat up those connection points in operation because you're splitting that draw. You're not taking it from 1 battery, which is going to have a high draw. You're going to split that draw into 2 different batteries. Lastly, we're going to move over to the remote controller. A little bit of assembly required on this, but you're just going to have to put on your 2 joysticks there, and that's about it. And you got all your other accessories for it inside. Next, we're going to look then, the last thing you need is your cell phone. So this is going to have the XAG app on it, which this is actually what's going to control the unit itself. Real nice. You don't have a large clunky controller that you have to drag around or anything like that. It's all going to be flown on your phone. This is going to be used up mainly for a backup system if your phone dies or something weird happens. So you're all automated off your phone. Beautiful, well put together system. With that being said, that's all the components of your basic package. You can have a couple things like a generator put into your package, or an RTK system, or one of the crucial things that may help you depending on your setup, how large your fields are, is to have some extra batteries sitting around. So if you accidentally fall behind on your charging, then you're gonna be able to have a continuous flight and not have to stop to catch up for battery charging. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for listening. I will see you guys soon, and happy flying.